Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sports from the Couch. The last time we talked, we previewed our game against the Philadelphia 76ers. And as expected, it was close. They ended up going into Philly, but they lost 104-101 in overtime.
That's right. Raptors fell behind as last time we talked. It's one of those trends. They fell behind in the first half. Yes, they did claw back in the second half. They're up by about 8 points with about 3-4 minutes left, and they couldn't handle the lead. They end up
Yeah.
giving up the lead.
And it was a good game for individual guys. Siakam had a great game. He had 38 points. Fred, OG, they also had great games.
OG had a good game as well. 13, 4, 4 and 3. His presence was obviously felt, but it was his first game back after a few weeks. So you got to give him credit for what he's done and give him another game. Which in the next game we'll talk about, he came through, right?
Yeah.
The main factor with this game, the Raptors, is another issue. They're giving up too many corner threes.
Yeah, they are. Guys, like in this game, they're giving up too many threes to guys like Tobias Harris, DeAnthony Melton, and during times when they're trying to hold the lead, it's just really demoralizing for them when they're trying to hold it.
And these guys, they know that this is the Raptors' weakness. They just wait in the corner. They're just waiting for the passes to come, and the Raptors are late in covering that pass. So the Raptors need to really fix that, because that will be a really big Achilles heel for them if they get going in the playoffs.
Yeah, especially if you play against teams like Cleveland or even Philadelphia.
Yeah,
it'll be tough
when they have the ones with good shooters, right?
Yeah.
So, you know what? At the end of the day, it was a tough fought match. The only way you're gonna really savor a victory is when you have all these losses, going 6 games, and then they came into New York and they took that game.
Yeah, they took that game, and they took it hard from New York. They won by 7, 113, 106. And Pascal, what a game from him.
They better have won. With him putting up 52 points, his career high, they should not lose when your top star player is producing at that kind of a level.
Yeah, and when you think about that game, they're leading by like above 10 at half, and then they just give up their lead in the third quarter.
Third quarter.
That was a bad third quarter.
We thought it's gonna happen again. Again, the third quarter, that's gonna beat them and lose the game. But you know what? It was hard fought. They did pretty well, and Siakam had, like you said, 52, 9, 7, and 1. Freddie stepped up as well. He had 28, 1, 4, and OG, you got to give it to him, 15, 6, and 1.
Yeah.
His presence was felt.
It was definitely felt, especially on the defensive end.
Yes.
He was guarding guys like Julius Randle, who are much bigger than him.
Yeah.
RJ Barrett.
Yeah.
And he was holding his own on defense.
He did. And talking about RJ Barrett, our Canadian here, 35 and 5, a good game there. Randall had 30, 13 and 4, but he couldn't handle the rock at the end. He had like, what was it, with like 30, 40 seconds left.
Yeah.
He had a wide open layup and he missed.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It comes down to karma. He was celebrating way too early when he had a dunk earlier in the quarter. He thought that they had the game in the bag. It didn't happen. The celebration should happen when you have the game in hand, which Siakam ultimately did when he did this 52 points on a and one.
Yeah.
That is a real celebration. He knew the game was over. He got his career night. Way to go, Pascal. What a night for you.
Yeah, and I think that was coming off that layup too.
Yes.
Yeah, they're down by 4. They could have pressured after that layup, being down by 2.
But they didn't.
But
they didn't. The Knicks is the Knicks. But one good thing with I have to say was Nick Nurse. He made the proper adjustment. Even though Scotty Barnes is the reigning Rookie of the Year, he's having an off season this year, and he made the necessary changes to put in Thaddeus Young and Malachi Flynn to get the offense going, also as well as the defense. That was a good coach's decision to do. Hopefully Scotty learns from that, and the Raptors as well, coaching staff making those critical decisions when the game is so close and need to be won.
Yeah, and you talk about it. He started Juancho Hernan Gomez too.
Oh yeah, that was
a big one.
That was a good one.
That was a big one, and he brought in guys like Kem Burge,
yes,
Christian Koloko, they've all been
They
having a
put the
good
bodies
season.
in there. They
They
put the
had.
bodies.
They did because you have to handle guys like R.J. Barrett and Julius Randle,
Yeah,
or else
yeah.
they'll erupt for like 50 points.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, that was a good game. So hopefully they can carry that momentum
Yeah.
going into tonight. They're going into Cleveland. Cleveland's favorite 4.5. Raptors right now sitting in 10th. Cleveland is third. Um, the history behind this season, the Raptors won the first game by 3 and the second game by 12. Hopefully it's another win situation for the Raptors. They can come up with that tonight in Cleveland. Um,
And in those games with the two Cleveland wins, you didn't have guys like Siakam erupting for 50 points. Everybody contributed.
it was a team effort.
Yeah, in those two games, it was a team effort. Especially in the season opener, you had like guys like Christian Koloko,
Yes.
and they were great for that season opener.
So and today the two people major ones that are out is Gary Trent for us and Evan Mobley for them. So hopefully they can capitalize on him not being there in the center and they can drive into the paint and take a lot of paint touches and finish up there. You know, Raptors on the 6 game losing streaks. They are 4 games out of 6th place right now. So that losing streak kind of cost them a little bit, right?
Especially when you talk about like losses 3 straight against the Magic twice and the Kings.
Close. Like
Yeah,
the last minute, last shot kind of losses. It's tough,
Yeah.
but you know what? These are the losses that they're gonna learn from to get out of the trenches and start. Hopefully, they can with this win last time they can go on a winning streak themselves and get out of this 10th place play-in spot.
Yeah, I mean they do have a tough schedule. Talk about like their next game is against the Clippers.
Yeah.
It will be tough, but with this momentum, if they win against here, they'll be coming out from 2 straight road wins. They should really get some momentum.
Yeah, and it should be a team effort. They're not counting on one or two guys. Everybody needs to produce. Everybody needs to step up offensively and defensively, and they can get this done. Especially if Nick Nurse does the right coaches' decisions and schemes to get the right players in and try to get the wins, right?
Yeah.
Now, Cleveland's final game against the Raptors will be the 26th, so that'll be close to. That'll be a good game as well to look out for. The Raptors are not playing till Tuesday of next week. Having said that, I'll give you my 2 picks for tonight. I think Orlando should beat San Antonio, as well as Dallas should beat Houston. And yeah, so I guess I will see you guys next week.
Yeah, thank you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and happy holidays, everyone.